Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today guys, I'm reviewing. Today guys, I'm reviewing Kill Bill Volume 2, which was released in 2004. You should know it's about a year after the first one came out, but I did do a review for the first one, so check that out. Link in the description for that. But yeah, this was my first time watching Kill Bill Volume 2 and also the first one too. But I watched them like one night after each other, but I'm filming the review for the second one like a couple weeks after I filmed the other one. Yeah, I've just been kind of lazy, but pretty much, Volume 2 kind of picks up right where the first one left off, where, she's still on, the bride's still on her revenge kill spree or whatnot, and, she only has, like, I think 3 more people left, including Bill, which, at the end, that's when she heads for Bill or whatnot, but, I would honestly say that this one has, like, even more iconic moments than the first one, and the first one had, like, some very iconic moments, but, like, even I knew about the, at the beginning, she gets caught by Bill's brother. I forgot his name, but and then she gets, like, buried alive in the coffin. And even I knew about that scene about her punching her way out. I think it's because I saw it, like, on Mythbusters or something like that. But still, like, that's a very iconic scene. But, yeah, I was, whenever she gets caught and, like, drugged or whatnot, and I'm just like, shit. I still don't know how she survived, like, a buckshot to the chest, though. Because then they, she's, like, on the ground, like, groaning or whatnot. And then they just kind of forget about, like, yeah, you're in the coffin now. Time for you to get out. But it's pretty cool watching her break it or whatnot. And I also love seeing the flashbacks, Bill taking her to, I believe, I can't say his name right. I think it's, like, Paymay or something like that. Which, is the guy that, trained Bill and the bride, and also the one, Ellie, I think her name is, the girl that lost an eye, which is actually funny because the sensei, Paimei, or however you say his name, actually plucked out her eye because she started arguing with him or whatnot, which I think is kind of funny, but, just the training sequences, I think, are very iconic, and I love how he every time he, like, talks, he, like, strokes his, or, like, plays with, like, his long beard or whatnot, but, the training sequences, I think, are very well done, which, the first one is more about the action, and then the second one feels like it kind of, that's, like, one of my complaints movies. The first one, feels like pure action, and, you got some vague backstory or whatnot. This second one definitely feels like, it's straight up, like, trying to catch up for the story in the first one, which, I mean, if you view them back to back, it don't feel as, as bad, but, like, if you look at them separately, like, yeah, this one's a lot more story heavy than the first one, because, this movie opens up with, like, we get to see the whole flashback of the wedding massacre, or whatever it's called. We see Bill show up, and then, the bride tells her groom that, Bill's, like, her dad or whatnot, and then, they all walk in and start shooting up the place, which is, like, let's see, it's Bill, his brother, Ellie, Orishi, or whatever the girl she killed at the end of the last one, and then Copperhead, I think her name is, from the beginning of the first one. So was that 5 people? So she's already killed, let's see, 2 of them, so she's got to kill 3 more, but basically, she breaks out of her coffin or whatnot, but and she kills Bill's brother, because then or actually no, she does not kill Bill's brother. I forgot about that. So basically, after she Bill's brother thinks, like, he killed the bride and or whatnot, he has her Hanzo sword, which he's like, hey, Ellie, you want to buy it? And plus I killed, that bitch or whatnot, but he's like, hey, you want to buy this from me? She's like, yeah, and he's like, okay, bring $1 million, and she brings it, and basically she puts I think it's a black mamba in the bag of money that bites the guy in the face, like, multiple times, and he just, like, falls over dead, which I think is a pretty badass scene. And she, like, takes her money back and the sword, but then the bride shows up after breaking out of her grave or whatnot, which is very cool, and we think we're gonna get this we get a pretty good scuffle between the bride and Ellie, but then we think, they both got a sword, because, earlier Bill's brother's like, yeah, I sold it, but it was actually in the closet or whatnot. We think we're going to get this very epic Hanzo sword battle, and it's, like, very tense, and then, the bride literally just plucks out Ellie's other eye, just like, Paimei taught her, which I think is very cool, and then just the absolute agony and, her screaming after her eye gets plucked out, and, she's, like, rummaging all over the place, is just brutal or whatnot, but, and then, the bride just leaves her there, because she's like, yeah, that's probably worse than death, honestly, for her, and, now the only person left is Bill, which, she's, goes through through some former acquaintances of his or whatnot to find Bill, but, at this point, we know that, her daughter's still alive, but, she don't know that, but, basically, he meets, she goes to Bill's house to kill him, and sees that, her daughter's still alive, and, she keeps calling him, or her mommy or whatnot, and, basically, there's kind of like a Hulk truce kind of thing, and then after their dog goes to bed, then they start talking serious business. And I gotta say, I absolutely love whenever it's the Bill and Brad's whole scene of, them talking or whatnot. That's just, like, absolutely amazing. We kind of hear from Bill's side, he's like, you just straight up left me. Like, I mean, I didn't know, like, after, because we get the whole backstory, she found out she's pregnant when she was on this one mission, and one of the other assassins was about to kill her, and she's like, but I'm pregnant. Listen, if you go home, I'll go home, and we just pretend like we killed each other or whatnot. And then after she goes home, she just kind of, like, runs away, and Bill's like, I thought you were dead, honestly. I was looking for the person that killed you, and then I found out that you were still alive and didn't even do the job or whatnot. Imagine what that did to me, which, I mean, honestly, he does kind of have a point there, but just his methods are off or whatnot, which, that whole dialogue scene between both of them is just probably one of the best scenes out of the entire duology or whatever you call it, two movies or whatnot, but... And then they're like, yeah, we'll have this really epic sword battle in the moonlight on the beach or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But, and then when they're outside, there's a little sword fight or whatnot, and then, earlier in the movie, we get this setup, Padme does this, I think it's like the 5-point, death finger punch, or I forgot what it's called, but pretty much, you hit them, and then they take 5 steps, and then they, their heart explodes, and they fall over and die, and we basically, Bill's like, nah, Padme never taught anybody else, and then, the bride, which we learned, I think her name is Beatrice, I want to say, Beatrice Kiddo, I don't know if that's her real last name or not, but, which is kind of weird that it was blurred, it was, like, beeped in the first movie all the way through, it was beeped halfway in this movie, then they just start saying it willy-nilly, I don't know, that's a little weird in my opinion, but she does the 5-point death punch or whatever to Bill, and he's like, oh, so this is how it's gonna end. He walks away and falls over dead, and then Beatrice lives happily ever after. She's got her kid now, and she's happy, which is honestly pretty good, but we get these really cool stylized credits of everybody from the, the two movies, because I'm pretty sure these two movies were filmed together, but, and she's, like, driving down the road in black and white or whatnot, and we see all the actors' names that played all the characters, and, really interesting theory that I saw after I watched this movie was, so every character that, plays, like, one of, thing, like, Orishi or whatnot, has, like, an X through their name, and, like, Copperhead from, again, the first movie has an X through her, the actress name, and then, when they get to Ellie's actress's name, it's just got like a question mark, because she just plucked out her eye. Then when it gets to Bill's name, his name don't have anything to it, like no cross, no question mark or whatnot. And that the theories that Bill didn't really die, it was kind of like a mutual agreement for Beatrice and Bill to be like, hey, well, I think we just need to kind of act out your death so we can both, like, move on, like, mentally, which I think is actually, like, could be honestly pretty true. Like, they're like, I pretend to die, you pretend, or, you'll pretend to die, and then we can just, like, both move on, having the back of mind, like, oh, yeah, he died, like, with our relationship or whatnot, which I think is a really interesting theory, that helped them move on or whatnot. But, honestly, Kill Bill Volume 2, I'd probably give a 1.3 out of 10, which I think is what I gave the first one, because honestly, I think these movies are very equal, and, like, you have to watch them together because they make one complete story, and I think even on Rotten Tomatoes, like, the first one's got, like, an 84, and then the second one's got, like, an 85, or it might be reversed or something, because, honestly, these movies are definitely pretty equal, especially if you view them as a one complete movie. Like, they're just perfect together, and, like, it's not, not very often you can say, like, two movies, or sequels, go together so perfectly. So, like I said, I'll give it a 9.3 out of 10. I really enjoyed the Padme stuff, and then, her getting her revenge, and that whole iconic scene of, her crawling out her grave or whatnot. It's just really awesome. I love what she does to Ellie with her eye or whatnot, but, like I said, 9.3 out of 10. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Kill Bill movies down below, and which one's your favorite, or do you like them equally the same as I do? But check out my Twitter and Discord link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!